Alright, we're on. Hello guys, DK's Epic here. Today I wanted to do a little tutorial, or like a little playthrough of any percent for this game, but the no major glitches category. This isn't going to be a timed run, I'm just going to kind of be going through the route and walking you guys through the tricks so that if you wanted to pick up this run, you could do it. So let's not waste any more time. Now I'm assuming that you've at least played that if you're watching this, you probably at least played the game once. Just to let you know that there's 8 main levels and 6 mini games, along with 6 playtime maps. Well, in this route, all 8 main levels will be played, but only 5 of the mini games will be played, and only 3 of the playtimes will be played. So right now we're on the first one, train. This one's pretty straightforward. The biggest thing is to not get hit and to not fall off. And if you can do those 2 things, you should be fine. The signs that come up on the sides, they come up the same way, like they come up a consistent pattern. So you can, with practice, you can memorize that pattern and be able to dodge them every time. Yeah, for nothing else in this level really matters. You don't need to collect any of the Pixar balls or the timer really. Now I will share one optimization I'm doing on these oil barrels. If you kind of like jump from the side to the top, you can cancel the jump animation and go a little faster. That's really about it. That isn't like super difficult and inconsistent that you can do on train. Because other than that, it's just memorizing where the signs come from. Now I will be playing through every level, minus the, oh shoot, I got hit, minus the playtimes. I'll show like the very beginning of the playtime and then skip to the end of the playtime. And I might skip a couple cutscenes here and there too, just to keep things quick. But yeah, that's the platforming part of train. For the engine room, I always just like kind of eye the bottom while keeping the top of my peripheral vision. So I see there's a 7, there's a like 3 or something. And you can always just like repeatedly, you don't really need to read the numbers, you can just interact with whatever doohickey you need to until it beeps at you and move to the next one. But yeah, that is train rescue, so I will see you at Andy's room. Okay, so now we are at Andy's room. This has one of the first skips in the game. It's called phone skip. It's pretty big, it's pretty simple, yet it saves a ton of time. It's 100% worth going for in your runs. So what you want to do is you want to come up here. Doesn't matter how you get up, just come up here, grab this box, run over here and put it down so that it's kind of at the edge, and just run, jump, glide, and grab the ledge. If you feel a little bit nervous, you can always stack the red box on top of it and go from there, but usually one should be enough. And then you can just grab the phone and and bring it back, and that is the whole level. You've essentially skipped all of Andy's room. Very cool. Now, it's probably the biggest skip and no major glitches there. It's definitely a lot of bigger skips than any %, but they all require out of bounds, which is against the rules. But for playtime, okay, so for playtime, this is really the only time we have to play that playtime because, excuse me, because losing will just automatically clear the map for you, and you can move on. But you have to beat the tutorial. So the strategy is to use all discs because they're the best one they're the fastest shooting. I kind of wish the game gave me more freedom to place down the toys, but alas. Okay, there is a little time save here. By tapping the build button twice after building, you can cancel a build animation like that. It doesn't save a whole lot of time, but it's a neat little trick. But then you can just wait over here. I mean, you can run around, but it's easier to just wait because the power-up will show up after this round. I mean, I know none of these mechanics are really super important because playtime's not a huge thing in this category. But for Old West, but for this tutorial, it's still important. The time save is still decent enough to talk about. So you're gonna bring this toy box over to here and upgrade it because it's the closest, so it'll destroy these guys the fastest. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Old West. I'm probably going to fast forward this to the end of the actual Old West playmat, and we can pick back up in Garbage Day. So see you there. Alright, so that's the end of the playtime mat. Like I said, you can just let all the enemies pass by and they will destroy the base and you can move on. But one thing to note about the playtimes is that you need a certain amount of enemies to kill the base, but they can all be killed in the first round for every playtime that you do in the campaign. So for Old West, you need all but 2 in the first round to destroy the base, and the other 2, the one Recess is over and you get one Bonnie's, you need all of them. So yeah, I thought I mentioned that. But anyway, for Garbage Day, this level does have a bit more tricks, a few more tricks to it, but it also has a couple of more beginner-friendly versions of the tricks too. And everything shown here, you can get pretty consistent with practice. But we're just gonna start holding down left for a head start. Bounce off the trampoline. And whenever you stomp, you want to jump a bit higher. Try to get to the height of your jump, or even double jump, so it doesn't do what you just saw where it doesn't activate it. And we're gonna jump to the box, or double jump, and single jump onto the railing. Then we're gonna do this little shortcut. We're gonna jump, double jump, and land on this. And then I'll skip the whole puzzle in this room. Okay, so this room, there are 3 different fast strats for it, ranging from easiest to hardest. I'll show all 3. So the easiest one is called tap skip. You just jump up here and jump over here, and you've skipped half the room. The other one, which saves a bit more, but it's a bit harder, you can jump off the ledge and press Y when you're off the ledge to bounce off the trampoline like that. And you can use that to get over here, like so. or you can just jump straight there from the trampoline, which is what I normally do. And for this room, it's just simple movement. One important thing to note that I probably should have gone over, actually, is, can I get down? No, it's fine. I'll show the next room, but anyways, then you do a little jump here. Or try to, I guess. Shoot. You don't have to go for this, but there we go. If you want to play it safe, you can just go around. Okay, for garage, usually for this climb, you don't have to turn off the fan. But what you can do is you can jump behind the fan, come up here, jump on the hammer, and you can jump on the saw and come up here and skip the fan puzzle altogether and just keep going. So the thing I wanted to mention earlier was that for these, the standing animation for it is really slow, for grappling is really slow. So what you want to do always is you want to do a running jump, because running jumps are the fastest type of jump, and you want to press A, like that. Ideally you want to do it in quick succession like that, because it's faster. Okay, and then you're going to do a little shortcut, just jump across to the box, and you made it to the bowling ball. Jeez. Excuse me if I sound a bit raspy. I've had a sore throat for a while, for like a week now. But yeah, then all you have to do is just go to the end of the level. So the fan is still on if you didn't turn it. I mean, you can turn it off, but it's faster to keep it on. So what you want to do if you do leave it on is you jump up here, hold up left, double jump, and you're gonna hold up to land on this, like so. You can take this slow, and jump again. I'll show that one more time, just a little faster, because this is probably the trickiest part of this room. Like that. But yeah, by holding up left in that wind section, you can kind of resist the wind and give yourself a little bit more time to do the tricks. Okay, but that's it for garbage day. I will see you in... Okay, I'm trying to get my 3DS on the charge in between each cut because it's kind of running low on battery. But that doesn't really matter because you don't see that part as the viewer. But anyways, we are now in Sunnyside, and there's quite a few neat tricks in this level. So anyways, starting off, you want to hold left, mashing through the text. Because that'll let Woody move this way, because of how the camera works, it'll store your direction through camera changes. And you jump over here to these boxes, and we're going to do a little skip. So jumping from the edge of this box, down left, and you're going to do a double jump. It is a pretty tight jump, but with practice you can definitely get it down pretty consistently. And all you do is just use your trampoline, grapple across, and pause in midair. And now we're gonna quit the game and reload. So what that did is now I didn't have the super stomp upgrade that you get in this level, but now I do have it because I had the checkpoints work. So now I have access to the upgrade I need to continue. It's a nice little skip. But anyway, we're going to continue down this way because it's a little faster than taking the darts and just jump across. And now we are in the next room. So, you could do this room the normal way. It would definitely be recommended to do it so if it's your first time speedrunning this game. However, if you're a bit more experienced and you want to pretty good time save, then this skip is for you. It's called the dart skip. What you do is you jump up here from the lock from the cubbies, just 2 sets of double jumps. And now we're gonna do something called a stomp hover, where if you jump and stomp right after, you'll stomp in midair. See how, let me get a good one. See how Woody's a bit above the ground in the stomp? Well, and then there's one frame where you can jump out of it. Let me see if I can get it. It's like right at the end of the standing up animation. But the trick is frame perfect, so it is very tricky. And it is why I'd recommend any newcomer to just go do this room normally. There we go. Okay, I finally got it. Yeah, that took me, I mean, I'm probably gonna cut this, but it took me quite like a minute to get that. So, I mean, definitely if you want to save yourself from some frustration, I just go with the original route. But this skip does have potential to save a bunch of time. However, we're not done yet because we gotta come over here and we're gonna do a little something called a wall jump on this wall, where if you position yourself just right and you mash the jump button like that. That was actually really fast, but you can jump up there. And you're trying to wiggle, you're trying to go like up left to right to the support, and you just wiggle up and upright, back and forth, and you mash the jump button. Hopefully you get it. But yeah, I'm going to cut, and I will see you in the next room. So, okay, so now we're in the balloon room. One thing I do want to mention about the previous room is that the second part of that skip, I made it seem pretty easy, but it actually will take usually quite a few tries to get up there. So just try to play safe, don't risk it too much, because it is very possible you can fall down. But anyway, for this room, it's pretty straightforward. You just jump from balloon to balloon. Some balloons you can jump right off of, like I just did. Just don't mash your double jump is really all. Ignore the fact that I died. I normally would not die. There. And I normally wouldn't grab ledge there. Hold up. I'm gonna restart this cut. Okay, so now we're in the balloon room. One thing I forgot to mention about the previous room is that the second part of that skip where I'm doing the wall jump, that trick usually is pretty inconsistent. I know I got it first try, but usually it'll take you a couple tries, so try not to overshoot it. You can definitely fall off and have to start all over, which sucks. But anyways, this room's pretty straightforward. All you have to do is jump from balloon to balloon. Just don't mash double jump. And there are some balloons you can jump off quickly, but some others that you have to wait. It's kind of hard to tell which ones you can and can't. And then you can do a little shortcut here, like that. I messed it up a bit, but it's basically the idea. And just jump from balloon to balloon and stomp down to the ground. So now we're in the minecart game. And this one's very straightforward. I don't think I'm going to show all of it, but I will show the first part just so you can kind of get an idea of what you're trying to do. So there are really 3 ways you can save time in this level. The first way is to obviously not get hit. The second way is to take inside lines like this on turns, just hug the wall. And the third way is to take the rams, because the airtime will give you a bit of extra speed, from what I've noticed. But the priority of what you should be doing is you should prioritize not getting hit first, then prioritize taking inside lines, and then prioritize the ramps. That's really it. I'll play like the first half of this. And I'll cut to the end. I'm not gonna make the viewer sit through this whole level. Because it's rare because there really isn't anything much else to focus on. Okay. But yeah, like I said, this gameplay is very simple. I'm just going to show you this tight turn because this is probably the most technical part. You want to go inside, dodge, inside, 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 dodge, inside, dodge. But yeah, that's really the most that's really the trickiest part of this. The rest is just taking tight lines and taking ramps and not getting hit. So I'm gonna cut to the end. Okay, so now we're at the end of the level. Like I said, this is a very straightforward level. Just don't get hit, hug the walls on turns, and while avoiding getting hit, and take ramps when you can. And do that and you should be fine. So this room has some interesting movement tech. What you're gonna do is you're gonna jump up here and jump up to the toilet. Then we're gonna make our way on the paper, and we're gonna try to double jump and land on this faucet right here. It's okay if you miss it, but we're gonna try to, because then you can double jump right up here and stomp right away. So I'm gonna show that in its entirety really quickly. So it's jump, double jump, jump, double jump, double jump. Okay, I keep messing it up, but yeah, we're gonna double jump from here and stomp. And of course, if you mess it up, you can just readjust yourself. So next time we're gonna do a little shortcut right here. Just line up right about in the center, hold down right, and jump the edge, and try to aim for that. I messed up there, but it's okay. I can just try again, and just aim for that. If you're not comfortable doing that, you can always just go around. Messed that up. It's okay. But yeah, and you can do another shortcut jumping over this, and you can clear it. But yeah, if you're not comfortable doing either of those strategies, you can just do it the normal way. So moving on, there are another couple nice little shortcuts in this room, except they're a little bit easier. So the first one, you're gonna jump and then delay your grapple slightly, so that, not like that. Let me go back, so that you get a little up. Okay, apparently I'm not doing well at this tonight. Jump, grapple, and then you see Woody jump a little bit. So now when you jump off, you can grab the ledge and skip this little part over here. And now we have our climbing rope. Just the fastest way to climb is to jump off and jump back on. And you can climb this and jump up here. And that is that's the level. Alright, so that is Woody's Escape. Lots of neat little tricks in there. Very cool level. I will see you in Recess is Over. Okay, so now we are in Recess is Over. This level's a little bit shorter than the last level. It also has a few less tricks. However, these tricks are a bit more can be a bit more punishing if you get them wrong. However, although they are still just about the same difficulty, just slightly more punishing. So we're gonna hold up, match it out with the text. So for this first trick, first child skip, hold up right on the red light. So you can go around that, go around this, and just hold up. I know that was kind of fast, but on the first red light, hold upright, go around the first thing, then move left around the little long block, and just hold up, and you should make it every time. If you don't feel safe, you can always just play it normally, or you try to hide. But yeah, and then you gotta save him. Now we're gonna do our next little trick. I like to call this one second child skip. So you jump on the alien, and we're gonna try to aim for this right at the left edge of this right support, so of this right leg. So I wasn't apparently on him. Wasn't on him. So yeah, see how I'm on this little platform, and now I can jump up and run across. Now, I was saying this part's a little punishing, because, I mean, if you fall to the left on this railing, you're fine. Excuse me. If you fall to the left on this railing, you're fine. But if you fall on the right, I'm pretty sure it's a soft lock. I might need to test that, but I'm pretty sure you're stuck there. So, definitely a little risky, but if you don't feel safe doing it, just jump off to the left side and climb the stairs. But anyways, you're just gonna keep going up, jump across, and fall through the floor. And we have skipped the second child. Okay. We got coming up next, we got another little chick. We're gonna skip Saving Slinky. So we're actually gonna use the X button for, I'm actually gonna use the X button for this one because that's how I normally do it. But you press the X button while holding forward, and you see how Buzz kind of goes into the wall a little bit. See, it goes in the wall a bit. So now, you don't want to be too deep into the wall, just like a little bit in the wall. You're just gonna double jump, and then jump across, just to clear a death barrier. And you're just gonna hold up right, and you can get at, and you can go through the fence, and just come back in past the second green, and save Rex. Okay, but there is an invisible wall that I still have to deal with, so I'm just gonna reload since we just entered a checkpoint. And now the checkpoint should be gone. I mean, the wall should be gone. Okay, now for this one, you're gonna hold left on the red light. And just jump across and go around the chair. And that's it. Very simple. And we can just finish level like normal. Talk to these guys. Yeah, this was probably a bit more fast-paced than the last level. There was a bit more going on, but overall it's just about the same difficulty, I'd say. Now for the bubbles, I mean, normally when we record we always hold the device up close, so whenever you see a speedrunner holding the 3DS up close like this, it means they're blowing into bubbles. But just blow like consistently into the mic, don't blow hard into the mic. Like so. As long as air is consistently being applied to the mic, it'll work normally. It might take a second for the bubbles to come out, but just keep going and you should be fine. But anyways, that's it for Reese's. This is, yet again, nothing happened in this playmat, so I'm going to skip it. I will see you guys in Bonnie's room. Okay, that is the end of the prehistoric playtime, so now we're moving on to Bonnie's room. Now this level plays more or less the same as it does in you do normally. It's just you're taking a couple shortcuts here and there. So yeah, our first little shortcut coming up is right here. We are going to jump from this book onto, messed up, we're gonna jump from this book onto this rope. You got to start away from the rope though a little, and you can just climb up and talk to him. You can do a little corner cut and skip the grapple, talk to him again. And jump straight to the bed, talk to him again. And finally, we can talk to him last time, initiate playtime, which of course I'm going to skip. I'm not going to make you guys sit through that. So I will see you at the end of this. Okay, so that's the last playtime after the campaign, the run done. So, which is fun, which is great because that means I don't have to sit around and do nothing. So now we're collecting our first power-up star in the game, which is the hat throw. The last one we just skipped, but this one we actually have to get. But all we're gonna do is we're just gonna jump up here, a little shortcut, grab the star, and then we're just gonna quickly enter the pause menu and exit, and then we'll skip the tutorial for the hat throw. And then we can just jump up here, and we can skip another cutscene by going around, throwing the hat, and climbing up, just like that. And you want to be moving so that you don't have a slow landing animation. Then you just talk to this guy. Okay, now we're just going to go around this to the right. To the left. And then we're going to go right at the unicorn. And just follow the maze till you enter this cutscene. Okay, so for rock climbing, it's going to be the same route nicely, but there will be two advanced techniques that you'll be using. The first one, it doesn't really have a name, but I like to call it X climb. All you're going to do is you're going to press the X button in a rhythm, like ba 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 ba, like that, and Woody will climb faster than normal. The other one is a diagonal climb, where if you just hold the diagonal button, he'll climb diagonally, and it lets you make adjustments quicker. So now I'm just going to do a run of this in its entirety, trying to use these two techniques as much as possible. And really the dodging the cactuses and whatnot comes down to luck. But usually, since you're going faster, you're more likely to dodge all of the debris coming at you. And for the rock side, you just want to race to that alcove and hide under there. And usually, if you don't get hit a bunch of times beforehand, you should be safe. Okay, so for the miner's cap, this power-up is very good, obviously. You kind of want to try to have it as much as possible from this point on. And of course, the lasers are bad, you want to avoid those. Then we got the sideways part. Now I always wait for this laser, just so I can grab the hat, and keep climbing. And from there, it's a pretty straight shot to the finish. Just go around this layer. And that's it. But yeah, that's it for this level. So I will see you in Buzz's mission, what's his orders? Alrighty, so now we are in Buzz's mission. This is relatively short and sweet level. We do get a very strong upgrade for Buzz in this level, being the whatever the flight upgrade's called. I don't know what it's called, but it's very good. Anyways, what you want to do, there's quite a bit of skipping that's going on in this part. Oh wait, first, sorry, don't mind me, just forgetting what I'm supposed to do. First, want to break this statue, of course, but instead of grabbing the item, we're just going to head back the other way, and we are going to go up the way I was starting to go up, jump across, come over here, nice little shortcut to getting this, and you can grab this, which skips his animation, but I don't know if it's faster or not. It just seems a little faster to me. So then then we just turn it into ham, and then we're gonna do a little skip by grabbing this and bring it all the way over here. Then we can come up, and we're gonna try to line up so that our chest is just touching the this little support pillar for the window right here. Turn around. Place this. It should be elevated a little bit if you did it right, and then you can simply jump across. There is a little invisible platform in between the two darts that you can use to help you get across. That's it. That skips getting the dart shooter. Okay, I don't want to try to overshoot or place that basket too far, else it'll fall down. And all I have to do is grab the last one. Now stand completely still and hold right for a second, or try to. I messed up. Okay, so we got the turbo glide, which lets you fly further. So we are going to use it for some shortcuts, just like this one right here. Pretty simple, just fly across. This next one's a bit trickier. You gotta jump at the edge of this platform, double jump, and then delay your glide, and just hold it, just like so, and then glide across, and then hold down left and glide, and let Buzz fly all the way down here, and we're gonna come here, and then we're gonna fly around the second fountain to skip a cutscene, just like so, and we're gonna do another glide, landing on the fence, and glide over here. And that is the whole level, shortcuts galore, very fun, very short and sweet. Then we just climb up, all you gotta do is climb up, go left, climb up, go left, and yeah, very simple stuff. Okay, so this is probably the most challenging part of the run, lots of orders, because it is possible, definitely possible to die if you're inexperienced, and it can be a bit tricky to shoot the robot guys, but with practice you can definitely do it. So I will show all the levels. I'm not going to skip anything because I think it's kind of important just to get a feel for each individual stage, so I thought showing it would help. But generally you just want to hold down the shoot button, because tapping it's usually a little slower, and just try to take out all the guys as soon as they show up. And of course, the rapid fire is very important, because it lets you clear the waves a lot faster, if you can actually aim. And always try to shoot mid-air objects at the end so you can finish the level a bit quicker. But that's it really. So I'm just going to show the rest of these levels. Oh, okay. That's all two done. Just try to make sure that these little rock things aren't blocking your shots at all. Try to stay clear of those. This is level 3. Now, another important thing to note is that the rapid fire power-ups will always come from the same robots, and the robots will usually always come from the same area. So, with practice, you can definitely memorize all the rapid fire locations as well as all the robot locations. And once you do that, you can breeze through this game pretty nicely. I mean, I'm not perfect at it. I mean, I've played this game quite a bit. I still haven't got it down, so it definitely takes a lot of practice, but it becomes very satisfying once you get good at it. But anyway, for bosses, usually they have 2 patterns, a fast pattern and a slow pattern, and that's basically set the randomness. Usually Rex will just give you, it's like a 50-50 for Rex. Slink will usually give you the fast pattern, and Ham will usually give you the fast pattern as well. So yeah, just hope you don't get the slow pattern. I guess there's not really a whole lot you can do. Yeah, this is level 4. Just again, just knowing where all the enemies are and knowing where the fast fire power-ups are. Oh shoot. There. Almost forgot a guy. Level 5. This one teaches you to duck mechanic, but it's been in every level. Not like we're really using it because we're trying to be shooting the whole time. There are also bombs, like the little capsule things. Those are bombs, and they deal 2 damage to robots. So they're pretty nice in a pinch. Anyways, here's Slinky. I'm hoping I get the fast pattern. Okay, yeah, I did. Very nice. With this level coming up, stuff for the longest and trickiest level, it's very important to try to chain the rapid fires into one another so you can be continuously shooting at the guys. If you know a guy has a rapid fire and you already have a rapid fire and you're trying to chain, always try to shoot at the guy's feet so that you don't accidentally shoot the rapid fire earlier than you want to. Okay, I'm trying to hit this. There. Okay. I missed the last rapid fire, but it's okay. There are only like 3 guys left. Okay, the last one is a little bit different because all the Zerg robots take 1 hit to kill as opposed to 2. So what you can do is you can just hover over the tunnel, shoot 5 times, kill the guys up here. I mean, you can just tap 2 and repeat on the other side. Try to shoot this at some point. Kill that guy, and kill that guy. And that is the level. Minus the boss fight, which is just, it's simple. Just keep the stylus in hand. He's a bit more slippery than the other guys, but it's fine. Eventually you'll take him out. This pattern seems to be decently fast. or it seems to be like a fast pattern, which is pretty good. It takes a bit longer to take him down, but of course it goes down, and that is Lots' orders. So I'm not going to cut, I'm not going to waste any time, because we're going straight into Woody's Return. This level also has some pretty fun shortcuts. Not as fun as Buzz's mission, but still pretty fun. So we're going to start off in the bathroom again, same general strategy as before, except now you can jump straight to the right toilet and just go faucet, trampoline, jump a little higher to break it. And now we're going to try to avoid the balloons falling off this platform. And we're going to go for a little skip, cutscene skip. Just double jump over here, land on the fountains, and you'll skip a cutscene. So now we can skip this puzzle by jumping on these guys. You gotta jump quick though, because they will try to push you off them. And now for a second power up of the run, just trampoline bounce over here, climb up, and grab it. This power up isn't used a whole lot, but it's still nice that we have it. Okay, then just a little bit of navigation, avoid the red light, avoid the lights. Want to go for another little shortcut here by jumping up here on the painting, double jumping over to the south, jumping on these little paint things over here, and then trying to jump off the edge of the paint and double jump up. Okay, apparently, and double jump up here, which would skip the rest of the room, which is pretty nice. Continuing in this room, we have a couple more shortcuts. We're gonna jump up here and jump to the bottom half of this shelf to skip the cutscene, and we're gonna jump over the fence using this guy to skip talking to the animals, jump over on the balloon, or mess up, I guess, it's cool. Jump over the balloon, and bounce over. Nice and easy. And that is it for Woody's Return. Next up is Star Command. I don't think I really need to show it though. It's a very self-explanatory level. There's nothing you can really do to save time. I'll show it for like a couple seconds and I'll move on. I mean, you've probably played this level before, but there's basically no tricks to it. All you gotta know really is that most of the asteroids and all the Zerg bots take 2 shots to kill. The Zerg bots cannot hit you. If literally just move in circles and they can't hit you. And just make sure to go through rings, and you have basically unlimited ammo. Feel free to shoot as much as you want. And yeah, that's it. There's really no way to go fast in this level, other than this like one respawn trick that's very inconsistent. I wouldn't recommend going for. But yeah, I'm going to cut to the end of this level, so I will see you there. So we have made it to the end of Star Command, and we are entering the final level of the game, Garbage Dump. Now this level is the first half is pretty fun, and the second half is pretty tricky, so definitely a pretty good way to end off the run with this level. But there are no big inconsistent tricks like 90%. It's just go do little shortcuts and try to make it. So we're gonna start off going around to the right. We're gonna jump up to this platform. And we're gonna try to jump to the chair, miss it. It's fine, we just go around. We're gonna go for this little shortcut right here. You jump, double jump, hug the wall, and you can make it out to the other side. That trick might require some practice. It's a little tough to get when you're new, but with practice it'll come naturally. And now we have another little trick coming up where it's possible to skip wrecks. What you gotta do is you gotta wall jump somewhere over here. You gotta wall jump a little bit further down. Like right here. I missed it. There we go. And until we get up here, then we're gonna jump and try to move up left so we get into the wall, and then we can just fall through, just like so. Boom. Jump across. Now you don't have to go for direct skip, it's a little tough, but it's a cool little trick, so I thought I'd show it. Okay, now we just say buzz. So usually you can use your stylus, but I just find it faster to use my finger, use my hand. So I don't have to bother pulling out the stylus. Use my nose runny. It's fine. And then we can continue through here. Switch it over to buzz. Excuse me. Yeesh, I have a headache too. Alright, so now we have our next skip with buzz. We're going to climb on top of Rex. We're going to use this turbo glide to get up here. And we can just jump up here, and skipping the magnet hands, which is pretty nice. So I'm not sure if it's faster to glide here or to drop down, but I usually just glide. I don't think it matters a whole lot. But either way, there's a little shortcut we can do here. Just fly to the end of here, save hand. Okay, and then we head down to the where we change to Woody for the last shortcut in this run. It's going to be with the fishing pole. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to jump onto the fishing pole and jump onto the little rod thing and jump over. It is a little bit tricky though. I almost had it. I do want to showcase it though. Hey, come on. No, that was close. Usually you can get this trick first or second try with enough practice. There we go. Perfect. But yeah, saves a little bit of time. It's a cool shortcut. But that's the last one on the run, sadly. That's from here on out, just straight up platforming, running, and running some more. No gunning. So then you can jump up. Jump up around the rope to skip the climb up animation, which is slow. Save Slinky. And we are now entering the last section of the game. I'm gonna start recording this. I didn't do this in one take, obviously. And I took breaks in between each take, so I don't remember when I started, it doesn't matter. But yeah, we are at the end of the game. the gauntlet has a lot of waiting, a lot of cycles. It can be pretty tough, but I don't quite remember the route, but I'll try my best to make it through without dying. But most of the crushers in this first room have either fast patterns or slow patterns, and you're trying to go on them through the slow patterns. So, like, I'm gonna be patient here. That guy's gonna come down fast. That guy's a trap. You can't get past him. Yep. Wait for the fast pattern. He lets me go. Wait for him. Wait for him. Wait for him. Perfect. So it's definitely better to play it safe in this room and just be patient. Go. And that is the first room. That is definitely the hardest one, but with enough patience you can make it through unscathed. Okay, so next up is the fire room. The nice thing about the fires are that their hitboxes are a little bit more forgiving than they might seem. So you can actually, coming up here, thread the needle on a couple of these fires and skip a lot of the waiting. See, I'm going to thread the needle. Oh, whoops. I guess I don't need to. It doesn't matter as much if you die on the fire section here, because the cycles will say more or less, say more or less the same. Right, you just got to do a little waiting. But the hitboxes on the fires are pretty generous, all things considered. Okay, that is the second one. The third one has no waiting, it is all platforming. So all you're doing is jumping over the crushers. I mean, whatever these are called, the grinder shaders, I don't know. And trying to fly as low as possible just so you can keep the momentum going. You'll have enough time to set up your jumps to clear the shredders. Okay, third one down. Now we are approaching the last room in the game. I don't know why I'm being so enthusiastic about this. Probably because I was watching Troy earlier, and now I'm trying to copy his enthusiasm for playing Mario Kart. I don't know. But yeah, the fourth room kind of combines everything, but it's not that bad, really. The crusher's really lenient. You can kind of just go through. You have to wait on this one, though. But that's really the only one you have to wait on. And the rest is just fire, which is just waiting a little bit. And then you can fly on through. And finish out the speed run. By giving this Allen wrench over to Lotso, and time will end after this text box right here. That's where you stop time. But yeah, that is the entire route for Toy Story 3 on the DS. 90%, no major glitches, meaning that there are no big out of bounds skips, but so other skips are allowed. But yeah, I thought this is a pretty fun route. Pretty simple for someone new to the game, who might not enjoy any percent as much due to very inconsistent tricks, but this one definitely is, it's nice. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. I hope it helped. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I'll try to answer it. And thank you for watching.